Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We're going to get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here in the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, what we got here. Let's go to our shot here. David Racy with us. James Clark will sign in momentarily. Alaninos, Jay Briggs, Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki. Chris Ruffalo will also fill in a little later. Here's how the lineup here for this evening. We've got Bittler, Racy, Briggs, Ninos, Ruffalo, Clark, Zawacki, and then I will close this one out. All right, we got a couple from the NBA tonight. 4 on the ice. 11 Major League Baseball games on the card. No afternoon contest. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Brian Bittler to catch him over at Pick Dogs. He's been on fire right now over on the leaderboards. Hope you guys have been checking out Brian. Bring him in right now. Brian, welcome back from your vacation.
I'm always glad to be on the drive-thru here at the all-star list of handicappers you got on. My vacation was nice, but, you never really get a vacation as a capper every day. You got to dig into the numbers. So I'm glad to be back, though, Monday, ready to keep streaking.
Glad to have you back. All right, here we go tonight. We go to the Major League Baseball here with D-backs and Royals. D-backs favorite here. Total sits at 10.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to roll here at the Kansas City Royals. Everybody knows I like the crappy team, and the Royals are, near the bottom of the Major League Baseball. But they get lucky going against the Arizona Diamondbacks here and starting pitcher Tommy Henry on the mound. This guy last season in the big leagues for the Diamondbacks, 3-4 with a 5.36 ERA. This year, through 4 games in AAA, 1-0, 6.33 ERA with a 1.45 WHIP. To me, just a below-average arm. The Royals should be able to get it together tonight. Brad Keller, he's not a Nolan Ryan out there, that's for sure. But he is 2-2 with a 3.00 ERA, a 1.29 WHIP over 21 innings pitched. I think he can keep the Arizona bats at bay here. Diamondbacks streaky team over the years. They've lost 2 straight, and I think that losing streak is going to continue tonight. Royals 4-1 last 5 versus the left-handed pitcher. I'm going to take the KC Royals tonight on the money line.
All right, Brian says go ahead and take KC plus 134 here against the Rangers. Of course, you're going to have, here, I'm sorry, against the Diamondbacks, not the Rangers. The issue here obviously is going to be that Royals hitting, right? That lineup is what you always got to worry about. And also, too, a little bit of a drop down in class here for this Diamondbacks team. Although they are facing Keller, a pretty good pitcher, but again, when you get to that bullpen, it could be a different story.
Yeah, what really worries me about the Royals is coming into this game, they're ranked 28th in the league in runs scored and 29th in batting average, I believe. So not a good combination when you're not hitting, not scoring runs, and your pitching ERA is near the bottom of the league. But I just think in this spot here against Tommy Henry, I don't think he belongs in the big leagues. And there's this Royals are a team I like this back in spots at home, but this is one road spot where I think you're getting some value with KC.
All right, we got Brian here going here with KC here, plus 135 here at the 134 against the Diamondbacks. This one to have a start time here of 9:40 Eastern Time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Brian doing great results here, as you can see here. 1,210 units of profit document over at Pick Dogs. You can verify that if you go to Brian's handicapper page and you check out the pick history. All the plays there are documented for you to see. All right, Brian, tonight we have, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, but still 11 on the board for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, my best bet is my titanium play, and that $19 best bet, I'm on a 10-1 run, 91%. You can get that Major League Baseball titanium over at pickdogs.com. Long term, that plays 150 and 103, 59% on over 253 of these titanium plays. But you can also get my Brian Bittler's, you can get my Gone Streak and 3-pack, my 3 best bets for $50 at pickdogs.com. 21, 6-1, all plays run, 78%. So make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com and pick that up.
That's right. That's right, guys. Get on board with Brian Bittler over at Pick Dogs. When you see the great results here, 1,210 units of profit. Verify that over at Brian's handicapper page. And remember, the long-term pass will serve you well. Here we are on a Monday. That 7-day pass is a great value. All of Brian's premium plays for 7 days. Your NBA playoffs, MLB, NHL. Pick is a promo code. You'll save 15% off over at checkout. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. To you that success. We'll catch up with you again next week.
Always glad to be here on Monday, Tony. I'm going to keep on streaking, and I'll see you on Friday for some square dancing.
Square dancing on Friday. Brian Bittler. All right, Brian.
For sure, 100%.
There you go. Ryan Biddle here on the drive to. Guys, remember, if you missed a pick, well, stay tuned and we'll recap at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on the show right now. Let's welcome in David Racy. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium, also a written contributor over at the site. David doing great work up there. We'll go ahead and bring him in right now. So we'll get to David Racy here in just a second here. Ooh, pass him up. Here we go. David, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How are you doing?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. NHL playoffs tonight. The Jets and Oilers here. The Oilers short favorites here, total 5.5.
Yeah, Winnipeg down 2-1 in this series. Had lost a heartbreaker last game. They were down 3 goals in the third. Stormed back to tie it. Ended up hitting a post in overtime and then lost in double overtime off of just a terrible turnover. But I like Winnipeg in this one. Winnipeg's been very good at home this season. I know Vegas has been a good road team, but Winnipeg's been good at home. Hellebuck hasn't played the best for them in net, but he had a very good season. You know, he only allowed 3 goals or fewer in 14 straight games to end the regular season. So I think water's going to find its level with him, and I think he's going to play a lot better tonight. I also think the Jets get off to a better start. I know they're missing a couple players. They're dealing with some injuries, but a lot of people are on Vegas. And the lines kind of stayed similar to where it started, and I just like Winnipeg in this one. Vegas has been inconsistent throughout the year. They've played better recently, but we've seen in this series even. Game 1, they laid an egg, and then third period of the last game they laid an egg. So I think Winnipeg gets a better start. They get some better goaltending, and I like them at home in this one.
All right, we got David here on the Jets, minus 102 here against Golden Knights. Really short favorites here in this one, depending where you get your odds. And of course, yeah, Winnipeg has been getting goals in this series, right? 5 in game 1. They came up short there in game 3 with 4 goals, but they're getting the puck in the net.
Yeah, which is kind of flips, right? They were a very good defensive team this year, not great on the offensive end, and this series it's flipped. You know, the last 2 games they've given up quite a few goals, and like I said, that's just not their brand of hockey. And Hellebuck's been very, very good this season. But this series, he's allowed too many goals. I think he shores that up here, and I like the Jets.
All right, here we go. We got David here on the Jets, minus 102 against Golden Knights. This one have a start time, 9:38 Eastern on TNT. All right, David, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium for tonight's action. Of course, 4 on the ice tonight, first round NHL playoffs. We also have a couple from the NBA. A 10-game card now for Major League Baseball. We got the Rockies and Guardians has just began. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium with great results in baseball?
Yeah, so I have my MLB 3-pack. That one starts at 6:40, so still have 25 minutes or so to get on that one. I have a playoff 3-pack with 2 NHL and 1 NBA pick, and then I have a late-night MLB winner that's also included in that MLB 3-pack. But yeah, it's been a solid start to the baseball season, and over the last 90 days, I'm positive units in the NHL as well. So great time to join me for the day, or even for better value, hop on a long-term package or pair me up with another capper. It's a great time to join me and make some money.
That's right, guys. Got on board David Racy over at Pick Dogs. From see great results here in baseball. As David's mentioned, lots of action tonight. Playoff a 3-pack up on the board. MLB 3-pack, and of course the late night MLB winner. Lots of action from David. But again, the long-term passes will serve you well. I'll get the long-term pass, 3-7 or 3-day pass, and pick as a promo code. You'll save 15% off at checkout. All right, David, as always, great having you show. See you that success. We'll catch up with you next week. But I know you also contribute over to the sites with written content.
Oh, yeah, yep. Provide plenty of free picks. Head on over to pickdogs.com. There's a free pick section. Myself and all the other writers, we have a free pick on just about every single game. So if you're looking for some data and some insight, it's a great resource to have.
Indeed. All right, Dave, we'll check you out over there on the sites. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right, awesome, Tony. Thank you.
You got it, David Racy here on the drive, too. Let's continue on. Up next, we got Jay Briggs. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, I hope you're catching Jay's NBA Jam session, the drop in the morning. Then he comes in live here at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, you caught the word here on Giannis's situation, of course, as well as news about De'Aaron Fox. So lots of information, news coming in the NBA, of course, as well as picks on that show. Bring him in right now. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? How you doing today?
Doing great. All right, here we go. A division you know very well out in your neck of the woods. AL West here. Angels here hosting Athletics. Angels big favorites here, minus 220. Total sits at 10.
Yes, sir. Angels are in my Rangers division. And speaking of the Rangers, we just ended a series with these Athletics. And Athletics did win that first one. I was actually at that game. Rangers started out the game 4-0, then pooped it away. But the next two were like the Rangers I was accustomed to seeing this season, and it was the A's I was accustomed to seeing this season. The A's just, quite frankly, did not look good. And they have Waldichuk on the mound today. This is going to be his second time seeing this Angels team, and that first time he got cranked. 5 innings, gave up 6 earned runs, gave up – what did he give up? 3 homers in that game. I wouldn't be surprised if, he got cranked again in this one. He did look okay in his last outing out. I think that was more of an outlier more so than anything. Gave up no earned runs against the Chicago Cubs, but he got cranked against Baltimore, cranked against Tampa Bay, and I think his second time around the Angels get to him again. Suarez for the Angels is not my favorite guy to back either, but I think the Angels do cover this run line today, as I think they just really, really get to Waldichuk, and he has another struggling outing. I'm going to lay the run line with the Angels in this one.
All right, Jay says go run line here with the Angels. Lay the run and a half plus 111 here against the Athletics. The Athletics, a team really that has just have been struggling. Even at starting pitching, I mean, J.P. Sears is about the only guy you can trust, but even though sometimes he gets rocked around when you look at his numbers. But again, you're looking at an Oakland bullpen ERA of 7. And one thing with these Angels teams, they are pounding left-handed pitching.
They are, and that's what makes me want to at least take a shot with them, getting some plus money on the run line. So should be a good spot. If the Angels want to be a good team this year, a competing team, these are the spots where they have to take advantage of playing the weaker teams in the MLB. So I expect a nice game from the Angels today. Getting plus money on the run line, I think it's a good place to be.
All right, plus money run line here. We got Jay here on the Angels run line. Lay the run and a half plus 111 against the Athletics. This one will have a start time here of 9:38 Eastern Time. Fox Sports 1 now is carrying this one. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Document for tonight's action. Of course, Jay, tonight on the board, we've got, quite a bit of action up there here from the NBA. A couple games, 4 on the ice as well, and about a 10-game card remaining here from Major League Baseball. So great results here. Been red hot over the last 30 days. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir, Tony T. Trying to keep it rolling. I just have 2 plays for sale. I have my MLB play of the day, which we have been absolutely red hot on that play to begin the season. We've hit 17 of our first 23 on that play to begin the MLB season, man. We're trying to keep that play rolling. You can scoop it up. $25, my favorite play on the board tonight. And I also got my $19 NBA Jam Session play up there. It's my favorite play of the NBA. We're 17, 10, and 1 last 28 on the NBA play of the day. So we're just trying to keep both top plays rolling. I have more plays in there if you're on a long-term package. That's the best way to go, man. Hop on some long-term, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, monthly, or seasonal, or you can't go wrong. Pair me up, 2-for-1 capper special with all the great guys. If you go to Pick Dogs and look at the leaderboards right now, everybody's hot, man. So you can't go wrong no matter which way you look, man. Let's continue stacking money here at Pick Dogs.
Stacking money and Pick Dogs with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs. When you see great results over the last 3 days, go ahead and get signed up. That jam session's been hot. Jay's been red hot right now up on the boards. Why not try him out with the long-term pass? Pick us a promo code to save 15% off. Right, Jay, as always, great having the show. To that success, we'll catch up with you again tomorrow. But, of course, everybody know about that jam session right now. Playoff time. We get the morning drop and, of course, afternoon live show.
Yes, sir. I drop in the morning. I just run through the card. Just tell you how I feel and kind of just talk, the scope of the NBA. And then I come back later with a live show. I bring on a guest and we kind of just do the same thing. On days like today, it's perfect because we can update on late injury news and information that came out of the association. We had the Giannis being upgraded today to playing. And then we had the De'Aaron Fox news me and Al Ninos talked about too. So, it's a great time on that show. Just come spend some time. We talk some hoops later on in the day, man. And then you can catch me here most days during the week as well with Tony T as we cook up baseball and NBA, hockey as well. You never know.
You never know with Jay. Stars are still in action. So you never know with Jay.
Yes, we are.
There he goes. That's it. So, Josh, the Stars and no Mavs, but sorry, Stars, see how far they go.
Mavs. That's the team that shall not be named, Tony.
That's right. Yeah, we got to keep. Yeah, we got to wait till next season.
Yes,
College football, NFL is not too far. We got the draft coming up. All right, Jay, have a great night.
Sir.
We'll catch up with you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Tony T.
You got Jay Briggs here on the drive through. All right, we'll continue, guys. If you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on. El Nino's up next. El, what's happening?
Yeah, another update on that game now. Jimmy Butler confirmed to play tonight and dropping that line back to 7 now. So hope you were tuned into the jam session. I gave that one out at +8. So yeah, I mean, we both said that we thought Jimmy Butler would be playing tonight. Sure enough, yeah, he's not going to miss this one. So should be a good one in Miami.
Yeah, he took the treatment yesterday, and there was kind of leaning toward him playing. Everyone kind of thought Giannis was going to play too. That was kind of the feeling around that area there. But he took the treatment Sunday, and he's in. We'll see how well he can play with that treatment there. Indeed. All right, here we go to the baseball tonight. Yankees on the road here facing Twins. Yankees here, dogs here. Twins -155, total of 8.
Yeah, interesting matchup this one here. These two met earlier in a 4-game series in New York, splitting that one 2-2. The Twins saw Johnny Brito here, and they saw him well in that first meeting. They didn't let him last, and they didn't make it out of the first inning, giving up 7 earned runs in that, and getting just 2 outs in that first inning before being pulled. Do expect him, obviously, it shouldn't take much to do better this time around, but he looked pretty decent in his other 3 starts. A little struggle with his command, maybe walking a few, not striking enough batters, but other than that, he's been keeping the runs down, and again, I expect him to have a better outing this time against this lineup. And Sonny Gray on the other side, he's had quite the season so far, but going up against the Yankees now, and I think they get to him. It's one of the better lineups in the league, and he hasn't faced them yet. He didn't face them in that first series, so I think his numbers start getting a little messed up tonight, and just like the value again. That's the main part I like about this pick. It's going to be a tough pitching matchup, obviously, and we're getting that value for it, though, so I'll take a shot with Yankees on the money line here. It's just a little tough to pass up on that plus money with this lineup.
There, Nino says go ahead with the Yankees +139 here, and this one here against the Twins. Yeah, it's there seems to have very similar profiles here as they're getting really good pitching, but the hitting's been kind of lackluster. Of course, you're going to miss a big bat there with Stanton in the lineup, but the Twins really haven't been hit as expected. There was a lot expected from this Twins team offensively, of course. How well they hit last season, but then of course with the upgrade to the pitching, this was looked to be one of the favorites to win the division. But so far the hitting has not really come through. But still early on, it's going to be. But one thing to note here, it's going to be a very cold night in Minnesota. We're looking at temperatures in the high 40s here with a little bit of wind.
Yeah, the Twins, as you mentioned, not playing their best baseball either. They've been struggling a bit, coming off a win over the Nationals, so not much to brag about. But they had lost their other 2 meetings against the Nationals in that 3-game series there. And losing 6 of their last 8 games. So it's going to be tough to turn things around in this series. Maybe one of their better pitching matchups here, and one they should take advantage of. But again, just can't pass up on this plus money.
Yeah, Al can't pass it plus money here. Yankees +139 against the Twins. This one, they have a start time here, 7:40 Eastern time. All right, down, so let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, tonight we've got, still 10 games on the board for Major League Baseball as the Guardians game has just began. Also, two NBA. We have 4 on the ice tonight, showing great results in MLB for this year. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got a 3-pack in the MLB, 3-pack in the NHL. I got my best bet in the NBA. You can grab those. I also have an extra play there for everyone on the long-term passes, so make sure you grab one of those or the 2-for-1 capper specials if you want all the action, or go and grab the package you're looking for. Big dogs.
That's right, guys. Get on board with El Nino's over at Pick Dogs. Great results here you see for 2023, 510 units of profit here in MLB. So get on board with El Nino's over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, you go over the longer term pass. He does have the 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass. Pick is a promo code. You'll save 15% off. Right, Al, as always, great having you show. Continue success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. But I know you also were on with Jay today on the jam session.
That's right. We looked at today's game and talked about the upcoming games as well. So make sure you go check that one out. Went through and gave out quite a few picks too on these 2 games tonight. Gave out some first quarters, first halves, and a couple props as well. So make sure you go check that out.
Check it out there over on the site, guys, in the archive. All right, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, have a good one.
Got El Ninos here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. With the fill-in today, we've got Chris Ruffalo. You'll catch him over at Pick Dodge Premium. Of course, you catch him in the mornings here every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I think we're ready to roll here with Chris. Let's bring him in right now. Chris, what's happening?
Hi, Tony. I'm doing well. How are you doing? So used to getting used to the different time slot on Mondays.
Yeah, different time slot now on Monday here tonight. Here we go, 7:20 Eastern Time. Braves and Marlins going head-to-head with their star pitcher on the mound for the Braves. Atlanta expected big favorite here, total 7.5.
Yeah, Tony, I think it's going to be a solid pitching matchup. You know, you got Spencer Strider on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. Strikeout machine, 9 strikeouts in each of his first 4 starts this season. But on the other side, you've got Edward Cabrera, who, is just another one of these young, up-and-coming, high potential arms that the Miami Marlins seem to churn out like a factory. And I think what Edward Cabrera is that, yeah, he's if you're the New York Mets, well, then you see dollar signs with Edward Cabrera because the Mets have teed off on Cabrera in his career, with Cabrera posting a 6.65 ERA against the Mets. But against everyone else across 19 starts, he's got a 3.26 ERA, a 1.20 whip. It's very respectable. And on the road last season, Cabrera had a 1.49 ERA across 7 starts. I think this has potential to be a bona fide pitcher's duel. Last year, we saw Cabrera go to Atlanta, throw 5 innings of 1-run ball. These are 2 pretty respectable bullpens, kind of in the middle of the pack in terms of staff ERA for the whole bullpens. I think under 7.5 definitely in play here. The other thing about the Marlins is that I like the Marlins. They've been playing well. I think the potential, though, for Miami is that the offense could always stall. They scored 3 runs or less 97 times out of a 162-game schedule last year. So I think this is just going to be a low-scoring game, a tight game as well. I could easily see this being sort of a 3-2 kind of game. But I like the under 7.5 in this one.
All right, here we go. Chris says go under here, under 7.5 here, Marlins and the Braves. Hard to argue that when you got a pitcher like Strider out there. 41% strikeout rate. That's insanity. And also, too, one thing to note, Braves at home, just 212, hitting 212 at home against righties.
Yeah, I mean, it's been part of the reason why they've been so bad on the run line at home. I think they're 0-10 on the run line now at home, the Braves are. And it's not necessarily that they're a bad team. It's just, for whatever reason, the offense has made it hard on themselves, to win games convincingly. So, they just had a tough series against the Houston Astros. They went from, I believe, 4-3 at home entering that series to now 4-6 straight up at home. Again, it's early in the season. We're 10 games into the homestand part of their schedule, but the early season results just haven't been all that great offensively. So they'll be fine once the season gets going. But right now, it's just been a little bit of a slow start for the Braves at home.
All right, Chris here, Braves, Marlins under 7.5 runs. This one to have a start time here, 7:20 Eastern Time. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge. Great results in NHL, 613 units of profit. 4 big games here on the ice tonight. We're getting deeper into this first round. 2 on the board from the NBA. Still 10 to go from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Well, I got my $19 MLB pickoff play. I've hit 5 straight of those plays. We're on a 14-6 run in the MLB over the last 7 days. Also got my NHL power play. You can see the profits long term. The NHL have been great this season. Also have both of those plays as part of my home runs in hockey 3-pack for $39.95 at Pick Dogs. Or you can get all those plays as well as extra plays as well with the long term pass at Pick Dogs Premium.
That's right. You got it from Chris Riffle over at Pick Dodge. Looked like great results the last over in the NHL for this season. He's been on absolute fire. 613 units of profit. Get on board. Get one of those long-term passes and use that promo code PICK to save that 15% off. All right, Chris, as always, great having you show. To that success. Thanks for coming in and filling in today, and we'll catch up with you again on Wednesday.
Sounds good, Tony. Take it easy.
You got it. Chris Ruffalo here on the drive. Oh, by the way, let everybody know they can catch the morning show, right?
Oh, yeah, on the morning show, we got all those videos, the daily content, the videos of myself and Rod, the home run prop videos. So, yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure those notifications are turned on so you can get the latest notice when we drop all of the new content.
New content drops. Make sure you get it right away to get the best numbers. All right, Chris, again, great having you. We'll catch up with you again on Wednesday.
Sounds good, Tony. Take care.
Yeah, Chris Ruffalo here on the drive-thru. Reminder, guys, if you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. James Clark up next. James, how's it going?
Pretty good, Tony. How are you, buddy?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go tonight. NBA here. Big game here. Game number 4 between the Lakers and the Grizzlies. The Lakers holding steady here, about 4.5, total 222.5.
Yeah, guys. You look at these two teams here. And it's they. I'm looking at the total here. I really like the over in this game over 222. Both of these teams. Uh, especially the Grizzlies has been struggling. With the Lakers defense. I look for the Grizzlies to come out tonight. This is a game. If they want to stay in this series that they need to have. And the Lakers have been, they've been pretty much scoring at will. Ever since LeBron put his foot down. LeBron's been playing good. AD's been playing good. It's like this whole Laker team's been playing good. I know they've only went over this number one time out of the last three games, but I look for tonight to be a very offensive game up and down the court. I know the Lakers thrive on their defense, but I think the Grizzlies score a lot more than what they have been. They're averaging right at 100 points. I look for them to get to 110. And then, the Lakers have been averaging about 115 a game. So, if we get 110, 115, it's the over. I really like the over in this game.
All right, we got James here says go over the total here, over 222.5 here between the Lakers and the Grizzlies. Yeah, this Laker team, you got to wonder, if they have the killer instinct, right? Because we saw that Game 2 situation, no Morant in the lineup, and they laid an egg there.
Yeah, they did. We won your superstars, another team out. That's when you should put your foot on the throat, and kill the snake. You know what I mean? It's Grizzlies team. It's a tough team. We've seen it all season long. They've had some bad shooting nights. The other night they was down 30-some points right off the bat of the first quarter because they couldn't hit shots. I look for that to change tonight. I look for a lot more shots to fall for the Grizzlies. I look for the Lakers to keep doing what they're doing. They're scoring at will too. That's the reason I really like this over 222.5, guys.
Yeah, and also too, they only scored 9 points in that first quarter, and the game landed 212. So you get, you know what I mean? If you get 21 points, that game gets over that total, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got a 9-point quarter, and it almost gets to 220, like you said, 212. I look for that to change tonight. A few more shots to knock down. I don't look for a 9-point quarter tonight.
All right, we got James here. Lakers Grizzlies over 222.5. This one now, the start time here of 10 Eastern time over on TNT. All right, James, let's take over at pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, tonight on the board, we have 2 on the board here from the NBA, 4 on the ice. Of course, we still have 10 games on the board for Major League Baseball. Great results over the last 7 days. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Guys, I got 2 3-packs up. I got the 2 NBA games, and I also got the MLB game that I like as a 3-pack. And I also got 3 MLB plays that I really love tonight as a 3-pack. So get either one. We've been hot. Was hot last week. I was hot last week. And I'm gonna keep it rolling today. Looking to go 6-0 with these 6 plays. So get either one, and after we go 3-0, or if you get both of them 6-0, upgrade 3-7 or 30-day guys. Like I say every time I'm on the show. We got the best cappers in the world, and we do by far. So team me up with any of them, and let's put some money in your pockets.
That's right. Put money in your pocket with James Clark over at Pick Dogs. Great results over the last 7 days. Get on board with one of James's long-term passes. He does have plays for tonight here with a 3-pack, of course, but you can also get on board with the longer-term pass. Best bets for a week pass up there as well. 1-month pass as well. Pick is a promo code SAVE, 15% off at checkout. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, James, as always, great having you on the show. See that success. We'll catch up with you later in the week.
All right, Tony. Appreciate you having me on the show. Let's cash some tickets tonight, guys, and good luck to everybody.
Good luck to you indeed. James Clark here on the drive-thru. Guys, mind if you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, it is Rod Zawacki. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch him in the mornings here every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with that morning show. Also, the Puck Dogs video series with Chris and Rod Zawacki with those NHL videos. You guys don't want to miss any of those. Rod Zawacki, what's happening? You're feeling a little better today.
Feeling a little better today. Yeah, definitely quite the up and down roller coaster game yesterday for the Oilers, but they got the win, tied it up, but tied the series up at 2. Now it's the best of 3.
Best of 3. I don't know. Are we heading to what we found last season, a Game 7 in Edmonton?
Could. You never know the way these. I don't know. Sometimes them refs were like, "Here, you need some glasses because look like a high stick to me." I've seen some memes where somebody put a colored line and you can see where the colored line was going, and then it hit the stick and dropped straight down, and it was like, okay, looked like a high stick to me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying here. TBS has this one. This has been a kind of a wacky series indeed. Lightning and Maple Leafs 110 both sides, total 6.5.
Yeah, this has been a crazy series. If you like goals, and I definitely we're not going to get off that trend in this one. Goals coming early and often in both of these. In the first three games, you look, Tampa Bay got the win in the first game, 7-3, and the Leafs turned around and said, "We can score 7 on you," and won that game 7-2. The last game here in Tampa finished 4-3. The Leafs got an overtime win. Whew, surprising there. So you look, Samsonov going to get the start again, and Vasilevsky and both those guys giving up 2.42 goals against for Samsonov. Vasilevsky's at 2.73 goals against average. Their save percentage pretty close to even, 916 for Samsonov, 912 for Vasilevsky. And the thing where the Lightning don't lose 2 in a row. Well, they've lost 2 in a row here. But divisionally, head to head, these teams definitely have been trending the over. In divisional games this season, the Leafs 15-12 in the last 27. Tampa 16-12 to the over in the last 28. Leafs 4-1 in their last 5 to that over. 6-4 in their last 10 to the over. Tampa 7-3 to the over in their last 10. 7-1 in their last 8. And you look, both teams 8-1 in their last 9 conference quarterfinals to this over. Head to head 13-3. The last 16 meetings to the over, including 9-0 in the last 9 meetings in Tampa. Take goals come early and often again in this one. You look, both offenses are scoring at 3.4 goals a game, so why not take the over here?
All right, we said Rod Zawacki here. It says go ahead and take the over in this one. Toronto, after that game 1 loss, Rod has really come on strong here. They did get that 4-3 win there. So, again, we're seeing 10 goals, 9 goals, 7 goals in this one. And do you say it's going to continue the way it's rolling?
I think it continues the way it's rolling. It's been continuing like that the last 4 games, including the last game of the regular season, trended way to that over. And that was with a bunch of backups because the Leafs, that goes to show you some of the depth that the Leafs actually have this season, where they have bench guys that are also chipping in with the scoring as well. Not just Matthews and Marner are trying to light the lamp, and so they definitely have some depth there. But yeah, I think if they were playing an aggregate scoring, it would be Leafs 14, Tampa Bay 12. So it's pretty close. You do the math there in the first 3 games. I think we're going.
Yeah, like you said, the trend kind of outlined it for everyone. 8 of 8 overs in Tampa in these teams, and 13 of 17 over head to head the last 17 between these teams. It's just over every time they play each other.
Really? Sometimes you can play 6-on-6. Just put one of those cardboard cutout goalies in. it might work a little better. So, yeah, I definitely love the over in this one.
Love the over there. We got Lightning and Leafs over 6.5. This one to have a start time here of 7:38 TBS. TBS and TNT tonight here with these games. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, 4 on the ice tonight. We have those 2 NBA playoff games. We are getting some baseball underway right now with some of the early evening games. We still have about 8 games left to go here in the primetime hour. What do you have going over at Pick Dog's Premium?
And over at Pick Dog's Premium, I've got my Money Monday triple, which is my 3 top plays in tonight's NHL action, which includes my NHL sniper play that's on a nice 11-3 run there. You can scoop that up. That's my $19 play, top play on the board in Monday's action. Definitely don't miss out on that one. Or grab something long term. We still got a whole nother month of plus of playoff action in the NHL and the NBA. So definitely now's the time to grab a 30-day pass. And if you don't want to go that long, grab a 7-day. Grab a 3-day if you want to try me out. Continue making some money. Use that 2-for-1 capper deal and pair me up with all the other all hot handicappers. Like James says, we got the hottest handicappers, and you can go over and look. The last week, I think everybody's making units over there at Pick Dog. So definitely jump aboard. Use that promo code PICK, save 15% off all your purchases, and let's make some money.
That's all right, guys. Make some money with Rod Zwacky over at Pick Dog Premium. And, of course, get signed up with that long-term pass. PICK is a promo code to save you that 15% off. All right, Rod, as always, great having the show. To that success, we'll catch up with you again tomorrow. But, of course, everybody know they can catch you here every day, 10 a.m. each time with that morning show. And, of course, the Puck Dogs video series, NHL videos.
Yeah, definitely like, subscribe. That way you get notified when those Puck Dogs videos get released. Check out the Puck Dogs parlay today. We got a nice prop bet parlay for you guys again. Love that one. Definitely want to check that out. And definitely tune into the morning show. A little shout out to Mitch. I hope you're feeling better, buddy, after the rollerblade accident. Definitely hope you're healing well. Because I know it's a little rough. Definitely shout out to you, buddy. Feel better.
Feel better there, Mitch, indeed. All right, Rod, have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, you too, Tony. Have yourself a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see everybody else tomorrow morning.
Morning, that's right, with that morning show. Rod Zwacky here on the Drive Thru. Guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. We'll get to my play right now. Let's go ahead and let's get the information up for you right now. We're going to be looking here at this one here between the Yankees and the Twins. So we're going to give you a double dose here of this game here. Let's get the full odds for you here in just a second here. Oh, let's see. Where did I put that? There we go. Nope. I thought I put it here. Let's see. Here we go. Full odds are up here. All right, here we go. Yankees and Twins, as we said earlier. Twins minus 155. Total is at 8. We're going to go under this total in this one between these two teams. Under total of 8 runs, Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. And, of course, I like the pitching matchup. We got Sonny Gray on the hill. And, of course, on the hill here for this Minnesota. Well, actually, for the Yankees, it'll be Brito against Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray on the mound here for this Twins team. But, these teams have very similar profiles where they're really struggling at the plate. You look at the Yankees hitting 225. Their big guy Stanton not in the lineup. Gray's form has been outstanding. So is the bullpen here for Minnesota. And the Yankees, by the way. The Yankees have a fantastic bullpen. Cold weather. I don't think it's going to help the hitters. We're looking at temperatures in the high 40s. A cold night tonight in Minnesota. So let's go under total here in this cold weather between this Yankees and Twins. All right, guys, check out Pick Dog for tonight's action. I've got plays up there right now here from a best bet here for Major League Baseball. Also a 3-pack with an NBA and 2 baseball in there. So 4 premiums on the play on the board right now. You can also go longer term pass. I have a 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase, remember the promo code is PICK at checkout, and you will save 15% off. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And let's give you updates here on the scores as we got games in progress right now. Rockies and Guardians going head-to-head here. And right now we've got the Rockies up 1-0 here, middle of the third inning. Total of 8. Guardians closed heavy here as minus 187. Right now, Orioles and Red Sox got through in the bottom of the first inning right now. No score, Red Sox and Orioles. Red Sox closed the favorite in this one. Total sat at 8. Also in action here, we got Astros and Rays top of the first, no score. Rays heavy favorite. This one moved heavily, minus 184. Remember, the Rays have won 13 straight at home. This line opened. What did this line open up at? It was way lower than this. This has been a big mover here. It opened here at minus 140 to minus 183. Man, that was a big move. And of course, everyone's talking about the Rays, 13 games in a row. That's probably what pushed that line 44 cents since the opener. Right now, Astros has just pushed across the run right now. Now 1-0 Houston on top. All right, and we'll continue on here. Let's see what else we've got here for you guys. Rangers and Reds, middle of the first inning. Rangers out, Reds coming up. No score in this game. White Sox and Blue Jays, top of the hour start here. Right now, Blue Jays still sitting minus 153 in this one. Marlins and Braves, we just talked about that. Spencer Strider on the hill. That one's down to 7.5 in a total there in that game. We've got here Tigers and Brewers. Brewers sitting here at minus 141. But Tigers really have not been hitting. Total sits here 8.5. Also, Brewers struggling here against lefties. If Boyd is still on the mound, that was, let's see here. I think Boyd is still on the hill here for Detroit Tigers. Sometimes these pitcher matchups change, but I do believe it was Boyd tonight on that hill here for this Detroit Tigers team. Yeah, Matthew Boyd against Colin Ray, the pitching matchups here, minus 149 on the Brewers favored right now. Right now, Yankees and Twins, we've been talking about this game a lot. Twins now minus 155. Total sits here at 8, the sharpest book in the world. Some books are showing 7.5 according to the chat, so this one has some variance here. I'm seeing 8s in most books. Most books show an 8 here. We got someone in the chat room saw that one drop down to 7.5, but my line service showing still 8s in most places right now. Athletics Angels, which we talked about. Wallachuk and Suarez here. Angels holding big here. 204. The run line minus 105 on both sides. Total 9.5. Next up here, we've got Royals and D-backs. So we talked about this one on the show. Diamondbacks minus 145 here in this one. Still Keller and Henry. Henry, the lefty. Remember he played for the D-backs last year a lot. Comes up from AAA to get the start. Remember, Bumgarner has been shipped out. So we see this one here. D-backs minus 145. Total high here at 10 in that game. All right, we got the Cardinals and Giants, a late night game. In this one, Montgomery against Cobb is still the starters. Cardinals minus 111. Total sits here at 8 in this one. All right, I think we got to the rest of the card. We did. All right, that's going to cover that. Let's get to the recap. Let's recap the games from today's show. I think El Ninos is still waiting in there for the recap. Maybe not. No, he said goodbye. El Ninos hung me out to dry again, El Ninos, on the recap. All right. Brian got us started here with the Royals. He liked the Royals here, plus 134 here against the Rangers. We had David here on the Jets, minus 102 against the Golden Knights. Jay was on the Angels run line, laid the 1.5, plus 111 against the Athletics. Al Nino's Yankees, plus 135 against the Twins. Chris, Braves, Marlins, under 7.5. James liked the Lakers, Grizzlies to go over 222.5. Rod liked the Leafs, Lightning, over 6.5. I'll be on the Yankees, Twins, under the total of 8, not 9. That's a typo there. Under the total of 8 there. In this game here between. I got that fixed. I don't like that graphic. Let me fix that there. Under a total of 8 here. Although we had a chatter say that they've seen 7.5, and I still don't see it yet at any of the books on my live screen, because I don't have all. How many books are there out there right now? 100 plus. I probably have a good 20 up there on my line screen right now. Some of the more popular ones they're not showing. I'm not showing there an 8.5 and 7.5 anywhere on that one. But anyway. There you go here on that one. All right. The one I like the most, let's see which one I like the most here. Oh, boy. I would have to say Braves, Marlins under 7.5. I'll go with Chris's play there. Under Spencer Strider on the hill, and the Braves having those struggles hitting up against right-handers. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Drive Thru, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We're bringing our cappers here from Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. They'll give it the place for you live here in real time. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. So when we're live, you're live with us to get the best numbers. Remember, it always gets started every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Chris, you got Rod giving out live free picks for the entire card as they go through the card and give out selected free picks from that card. Also, we've got the place here from Mitch. With the 7 picks in 5 minutes, betting tools show. Also, we also have Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. The Puck Dogs videos with Chris and Rod Zawak giving out those NHL videos. Ron O'Malley's MLB breakdown. I pick on every game on the card from MLB. Also NBA live jam with Jay live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Then he does his morning drop, and a lot more videos coming up here. We're seeing some Price Picks videos as well. We got Mills with his prop plays up there. A lot of content on our site, guys, so make sure you tune in and get those picks. I think El Ninos has made an appearance. Okay, El, which one do you like the best?
Hey, Tony, sorry about that, man. I will go with... I'll take a shot with the Angels, I guess. They should win this one comfortably. I'll take a -1, though, not as brave as Jay.
All right, so there you go. Here, he gets
on the money line, too.
Which one would you like him on the run line, right? Angels?
Angels, both money line and run line, though.
Oh, you're doing the old -1 deal.
Yeah.
Angels, right? Your money line is -200.
That's fine. Well,
that's
the
fine, but
should be around -145. I'd rather do that with the home team.
There you go. So Ninos wants to do the old -1. So there he goes. All right. Seeing some news here. Arenado not in the lineup here for the Cardinals against San Francisco. Some late news coming in about it as well. And now, and of course, in the chat room right now, we've got our man Chris says that the Rays didn't fluke into 13 straight to start the year. Plenty of time for Yakini. All right, there we go. So some little chat there in the chat. Also, I believe Mills liked to play today. He let me know he wasn't on the show, but he did like Strider over 8.5 Ks. There was a hockey play that he liked. I don't know if you checked his betting tool, if you checked his prop show today. He did like one from hockey here. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Let's see if I can find Mills. Strider over 8.5 strikeouts. That was from Mills today. And let's see what else we have from Mills. I thought Mills had a hockey one. He did have a hockey one for me. I don't see it in the chat anymore because he did post it in there. Here we go. He likes Kyle Connors over 3.5 shots on goal here for the Jets. So there you go from Mills's pick here for you guys here as a bonus here over the chat. We will give it a shout out here on the show. All right, that's going to do it for our show.
I like that one a lot, actually.
El Nino's agrees on that one a lot. So, okay, so there you go. El Nino's with the agreements. All right, that's going to do it for our show tonight. I thank everyone for joining us. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew tonight. Bring them in right now. I'm going to wait goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again here